See this?
Beast, do your Antarctica. Remember when we were at Riggs, you did that presentation of Antarctica? You did like that deep dive on it and you started showing out like the bases, photos and imagery and the roads and everything that connect
Mhm.
all of it. Bro, you gotta do that in here.
Oh, I have before.
Do it again, bro. That's a good one. And I forgot a lot of it. Whenever you get time, you know what I mean?
I always find more like I don't know if it's just ADD brain or just like
Now, do it now.
I,
No, that's a good
I
one.
I love exploring maps. And there's a certain
Oh, Antarctica?
oh yeah, man.
Have you ever?
Here, I'll post
There
it.
was a track. There was a track that kept on going south that I followed, but it disappeared where the map gets stitched. It was like truck tracks or something like that.
Called the
Do it,
South Pole.
Beast!
That one
Do
was
it!
It's called the South Pole Traverse. You were looking at a Mercator projection, right?
I was looking on Google Maps actually.
Yep,
So
Mercator projection.
whatever, yeah, Mercator, yeah.
Yep. So if you have you okay, all right, fine, pure.
Ah, yeah,
All
buddy!
right, yeah. What you got? What you got?
All right. Just real
Dude,
quick.
I only spent like
Starting to
half a
bend. This is
day
good.
just looking through. Dude, there's interesting anomalies down there, like the green lines and shit. The laser beam. I don't know
Check
what
this
looks like
out.
a laser. I think it's just an anomaly.
This is an ArcGIS map or whatever, like an open street map. But like this is from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for calls to service or whatever. So I'm just using their shit because I know that it's not, it's not biased in any way that's gonna like, oh, let's cover up what's in Antarctica. You know what I mean? So I use this, and then it has base maps, and you have like tons of different options you can go for, right? But the most detailed you're gonna find is blueprint mode. So when you go to blueprint mode and you go to McMurdo, like let's go to McMurdo. Yep. So this is McMurdo Station right here. I don't know if you can see my stream, Cyrus.
I am, but I was doing this with the so-called satellite view, aka photography. So I have to overlay this. Everything is alien to me right now. I don't know where the hell I'm at, but I
Okay, so
remember the locations with the funky shit that I found.
you
I
see
can
this
actually
though?
find it again. Yeah, I do. I'm looking.
Okay.
Go for it, bro.
Let me show you what this looks like on Google Maps first. Oops.
Cool.
I just want to show.
Yeah.
It's so
That'd be
so ridiculous. Hold on, I just have that saved. I can't remember why I saved that, but I found some weird shit in the Syrian desert. Look at what it looks like on Google Maps. It's like stitched together all crazy like you would not be able to see any of what I'm showing you on the blueprint mode.
Wait,
Like
go back to the blueprint and
Alright,
just
ready?
kind of line up the screen where. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Here, I'll
Let me
line
see
it up.
some. Line it up. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so it's kind of it's a little off tilt, if you notice.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's when you zoom in the ice sheets, bro. All the images start changing. But yeah, okay. I think you're in one of the
Okay.
locations.
So here's
All
McMurdo
right.
Station. I'll just zoom into McMurdo Station. See the ice runway. Okay, so Ross Island would be, so it's right here. Okay, yeah, Ross Island. Yeah, here's McMurdo Station. It's 10th Island. Inaccessible. Where's Ross? I can't rotate it, but anyway, let me just do this real quick. So you see how it shows these roads here? That's Phoenix Road, South Pole Traverse, right? Look how far this goes.
They got a road down there called Phoenix Road.
Yeah. Look at this. You see how I'm gonna get a workout here. And then watch. Hold on. I'll zoom out real quick, but it disappears when you do. You have to keep it at a certain zoom level too. And then it goes all the way down here. And that's the South Pole Traverse. It just keeps going, right? Now, look how far I am. I'm deep in here, right? That's not the only one though. There's a Chinese one
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Wait, can
Fucking
you
what?
go back to that?
Oh,
And
sure.
then go back on Google Maps. I want to see if it's the same track that I found in the images. You can see a trail. Somebody absolutely drives this path, and because I zoomed in until you can see actually truck trails, right, where people take their trucks down. So just try to find that there.
Okay, well here's.
Okay.
I can't go any further than that.
Where would it be roughly? Like, place the cursor where the track should roughly be at.
I mean, this is all just stitched together like ridiculously.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's ass.
It would
Wait.
be like all the way.
All the way down.
Yeah, it's like here or something. I
You're
gotta
gonna
look this
make me
deep.
fire up my computer and
Well, look,
start digging for the
once I
pictures
find
again.
it again, hold on, let me see. There we go. Okay,
There
it's
it is,
that
right?
way.
That's it.
That way. All right. Let me just see where I'm at real
Uh,
quick.
where does it start from?
Okay, I'm like
We
right
should be
there.
able to grab the. Yeah. Yo, you got coordinates, right? Another map? Just punch them in. Fuck that shit. Grab
Well,
coordinates
well, either way, it
from
doesn't.
one map.
It's not gonna
No,
show it.
nothing.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't go far enough down compared to the blueprint mode here. See how much farther it goes down? It goes like way further
So,
down.
okay, go back to maps right quick. Can you? I'm sorry.
Zoom out.
Then I
Yeah.
might have been using Earth. Can you go back to where, like, the shit, the island? Where is that island at? Sweep left. I'm sorry. I don't mean to tell you what to do. You gotta zoom. I want to see how far into the. Because maybe on Google Earth you can zoom in a little bit further, not Google Maps.
Well, do you see this? If I zoom in,
Yeah, right there. Okay, yeah.
it's
Yep.
almost.
Okay,
It's kind of like here. Wait. It's like right. Yeah, I got it. There we go.
that's
You
it.
see that?
That's it. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
Now it goes all the way down to like here.
What's that vertical line? Is that a road or just a grid on
It's
down the
just
center? Yeah, what's that?
an artifact.
Grid.
It's just yeah.
Okay. All right, all right. I thought it was a
Now
road or
you
something.
can see how much you can scale in here, though, right? Like you can scale in pretty
Right.
deep, but you have to go to a certain level in order to see that trail. And I always freaking lose it, like where it's supposed to be. But you have to be at a certain zoom level. But look, check this out. There's a Chinese one too, and it leads to this place called Kunlun Station. Like watch, boom, there it is. And this goes all the way.
Yep.
You see? But you have to stay at the zoom level in
Yep.
order to
Yep.
follow
Yep.
it.
Yes.
I'm really
Same thing I
moving
had to
my
do
mouse.
on the satellite view, bro. I
Dude,
had to do the same exact shit because in the stitching, there's one layer when you zoom in with the mouse wheel that's a different fucking layer that they forgot in one of the places. And that's it. You have to stay on that layer to catch that image and kind of
dude, I'm
follow it.
going so much. Oh, there it goes. Yep, and then it goes down here,
Huh?
and this is
Wait, that's
Kunlun
it.
Station right here.
Where's that at?
I'll show you.
That's deep in there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You drop a marker and
Kunlun.
zoom out? Okay.
You can see it from here. Oh, kind of. See how it's like right here. So we just went from here, this ice shelf. Yeah, that's deep in there. It looks so different on on Google Maps too. So that's right here. The Kunlun Station. Look at this. It's all like there's no way you're gonna find it with Google Maps. There's like no way. Even if I take off certain layers, no, you're not. If I put on layers here, you'll see it. It's just gone. So you could find a lot of stuff with Blueprint Map. It's supposed to be right here, right? So if I
Oh,
just
dude,
switch,
that's sick. I need
I
to
just
use that map. and find that trail that I found on
You see how it's like not
the
on
images
anything though?
on the photos.
It's not on anything. I can keep going. I went through all of these. The only one that works is blueprint map. And then you get that detail. Want to see another thing I found with blueprint map? Let's see here. So in the middle of the ocean, there's a point here. Yep, Ascension Island. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, that's British. Ascension
check it out.
Island, controlled by the
Na-
Brits.
NASA
Military.
Road. NASA Road.
Hell yeah.
Oh, bro, I think you're on the same trail. What got you to Ascension Island? How'd you find that?
Through the four-quarter Earth
Just
theory.
by accident?
The four-quarter Earth theory, basically, like, okay, let's say that the moon map is accurate or whatever. The moon map being, let's see, German moon map. Right here, this is the one. All right, so if this is the whole Earth, like if this is the actual whole Earth, because this is how the moon map works. You can literally redraw these coordinate systems and just make an equal projection essentially. And you have to make the assumptions that those dark shaded areas on the moon, the same face that we see in the moon, is actually like a reflection or like an image of the surface, right? But what you do is, and what I did, I basically, if you cut this in half twice, right? Like if you put a cross through this ball, through this moon here, right? Where would be the center? And it would be like right off the coast of Africa. And the reason why I say that, because whatever in the center of the moon would stay unfrozen. Because that's part of the theory too, where it's like the reason why we have the magnetic poles shifting is because the magnetic pole actually takes the sun and the moon with it on its path. This is the theory. I'm not saying I buy into it, but I'm just saying this is the theory. And that over time, through this precession, right, you would basically have this magnetic pole going from each quadrant to quadrant, unfreezing certain land masses as it moves, right? So the reason why the center would be important and why that would be important land to have is because that would be the continuous spot that would have no winter or no like harsh winter, or like it wouldn't be frozen over. It would constantly have that light, if that makes sense. And lo and behold, I freaking went to the middle because it was like, oh, this is like kind of like the middle. Like that would be like right there would be like the middle. So you go straight in the middle, and I was like, oh, there's a couple little things here. There's this place, and this right here. See how it's Yehota, Sirius, Atoba, and Belmonte or whatever. That kind of lines up with Orion's belt, I believe. And then right here, Ascension Island. The reason why this is significant. Wait till you hear the story about Ascension Island. Ascension Island, NASA. They called it the Devil's Ash Pit, right? And it was the first place. It says, oh, that's not it. Hold on, wait. Ascension Island.
Ascension Island. It's a crazy name too. What are they ascending to?
Now go on Google, Zach.
Go.
Go
Brief
on
history.
Google Earth and check out the shed that they have on there.
On Ascension
Really?
Island, or are you talking about Kunlun Station?
On a yeah. I think it's Ascension. Or let's go back to Ascension. Where's
Like, what are they
Kunlun?
ascending
Because
to?
I remember coming across this
Is that where all the
space. I
is that where all the
don't know.
these secret world leaders are going and doing like these
Hang on,
weird
pull up.
Hang on, Cole. I think you're misunderstanding there's multiple definitions of ascension. It's not like ascending up. It's like the royal ascension.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like physically moving
There we
up.
go.
I'm talking about like, are they
Oh,
going
okay.
there and doing some kind of like weird rituals? Is that some type of place where they do these weird rituals because they think they're ascending to a higher
So
No. Again, you're
plane or something?
misunderstanding the definition of ascension. I think it's
well,
not raising
re-
up.
That's what
regard.
ascending means.
Yeah, no, that's not what the ascension. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, we don't have to get into the semantics of that. I just kind of wanted to point out the reason why it's significant. So there's this invisible network. That's the name of NASA's podcast. It's called NASA's The Invisible Network Podcast. Episode 1 is Ascension, and it talks about the significance of this island.
What's it say about it?
Let's see here. Ascension's antennas, about 5,000 miles downrange of Kennedy Space Center, were the first to view spacecraft after launching from Cape Canaveral in Florida. The telemetry received by the Ascension terminal would be used by NASA to compute trajectory and predict tracking for the rest of the stations within the network. They also provided in-flight checkout for Apollo spacecraft before injection into lunar transfer orbit, a crucial step on the journey to the moon. So essentially,
ascending, going
well,
up.
they have
It was the
huge antennas
headquarters,
there.
the CIA headquarters,
Well,
Or it's
NASA
just a place where they
headquarters.
got a.
where
It's
they
just
ran
a
the
place where
Apollo.
they have a big old
Uh,
satellite dish or something, and they're using that to track
Well, you know what they
their
call
shit.
it? The Mars of
Yeah,
the Mid-Atlantic.
yeah, they coordinated the Apollo program.
So
Let's see
ascension,
here.
like going
Huh?
up.
Why Mars? Because it's red.
It looks red. They call it the Devil's
Why
Ash
Mars?
pit. Yeah, look, let me show you.
Hmm.
See how it has
Right,
this
right.
red?
I think they had some. I'm not sure
See
if
how
I'm at the right place, but you should find some oddball containers scattered across the place, or that was Antarctica, I think. Wow. Okay, let's see.
Hold on,
Yeah,
wait,
this is
wait.
the wrong place, I think. Yeah.
They put clouds strategically in certain areas to cover up some shit, by the way, with this one. But this is the old right here. This is the old deep space facility or whatever, and I'll show you. If you look at it in blueprint mode, it'll pop up with it. Former Deep Space Station, NASA, and that's NASA Road, and it basically goes all the way, ironically, to Airhead Road, and then that goes, where does that go? It led somewhere. Yeah, there's another facility there, and then it leads to the Royal Air Force part of the island. See, this is Mars Bay. Oh, they don't even show the labels anymore. That's crazy. I think they changed it. But this used to be like the rendezvous point for the Royal Air Force in between missions and shit. There should be a runway here, like an old one. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, it's an old school runway. And then they used to land there, rendezvous, etc., and then take this road. Now, something about this road, this whole area is so freaking strange, dude. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Well,
What
anyway,
was that? Was
I
that
got you,
like a
Rigger.
little
I got
square
you.
block? Oh, that's cool.
That was
Cool.
Vegas. That was Vegas. Yeah. Those are all the calls to service.
Vegas?
So, like,
What?
yeah, I live in Vegas.
No, that road, man, when you went up the hills, right? There was like a blacked out
Oh,
square
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever
Let me
that
show
was. It
you.
had like a flower in the center, symmetrical, geometrical thingy.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Beast.
There's no names for it. You're welcome. Oh, I also found some other weird shit. Using Microsoft's, I think it's called Microsoft's Planetary something. Microsoft's Planetary Computer. Yep. Here, all right. One last thing. I got to show you this pure rigor. So, Planetary Computer is basically just like an open blueprint. So you can select something to visualize here, right? So if I go to Infrastructure and then Building Footprints, Microsoft Building Footprints, and it shows me a certain area. So like, let's say I go here. It actually shows me building footprints all across this in Antarctica. Tons of them. Now, if I click on them, right, the metadata shows, it's like, okay, the row count 128,336, which means buildings.
They got to be underground.
They're not underground. This is what I found out, and I used ChatGPT to help me. Like, oh, I wish I saved that conversation, but I was on anonymous. So I went through this with Microsoft. I mean, with ChatGPT to help me figure out like what the hell is going on here. Apparently, when people are using this type of data, this metadata to create these things called stacks, in order to store, they just need like a placeholder for the information that is stored. Like, for example, this place right here, it says United States is the region, right? But that can't be right, right? This is Antarctica. And then if you look at this quad key, this is basically where they store certain information, like buildings, like etc. Of other places, because they use it as a placeholder, and there's tons of them, dude. And it's all across, like it's everywhere. U.S. Virgin Islands, what? In the middle of Antarctica? It was tripping me out.
So it's saying the development zone, instead of putting it on the Virgin Islands, it's throwing it on Antarctica.
They're using Antarctica as like a space saver, essentially.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's pretty wild. But yeah, it's like all throughout Antarctica here. But then you find some weird ones, like yeah, the Gambia. If I click on the stack item, it actually gives me what it's referencing. And here are the coordinates. I just do up to that. Fuck. I can't remember how to do this, but coordinates. Oh, that's why I wasn't getting all the coordinates. There we go. This is so tedious.
Fighting you on the brackets.
Yeah. Oops. Okay. Here, if I do like a little screenshot of this area. I'll show you what ChatGPT does. Sorry, it takes a second for when I screenshot. There we go. Yeah. Why is it showing the Gambia when it's in the middle of Antarctica? When there are multiple quad keys like that.
Maybe they got data centers down there. Free
There's something
cooling.
going on. You know how many ice builders Trump approved to get built? I think it was like half a dozen new icebreakers.
Yeah, it's for the polar trade routes. That's been talked about for a while. It's another reason why all of this stuff is happening right now. One continuous trade route.